That is an extraordinarily dangerous idea. I prefer a philosophy which says, go into the world, learn from different peoples, look around you, make sense of the world using as many ideas as you can. They all belong to humanity. I'm also seeing an increasing emphasis on indigeneity and on authenticity as the real determinants of who should be in power. So this also quickly leads to antagonism between people of different races or between people who are local and people who are foreign. We see a lot of xenophobic violence taking place in South Africa periodically as well. So we just need to be careful about how a system which is supporting indigeneity, go back to your indigenous values. I'm not saying that in and of itself is a bad idea. I'm saying the idea that only through the cultural matrix of your indigenous values can you truly make sense of who you are. And should you find the ideas that will help you to make sense of the world and conduct politics, I'm saying that is an extraordinarily dangerous idea. I prefer a philosophy which says, go into the world, learn from different peoples, look around you, make sense of the world using as many ideas as you can. They all belong to humanity. As opposed to a philosophy that's saying, you want to make sense of the world, reject what's coming from elsewhere, go inward, look at your own culture, your own background, and let that drive you. I think that could be a recipe for xenophobia, for antagonism, and so on. It's not surprising to us that then we are seeing this kind of increased emphasis on isolationism, on segregation, and on withdrawing from the difficult task of how we should manage people from different worldviews and cultures living together. If I'm living with you and we both come from two different knowledge systems, and I do things this way and you do things that way, and there's no independent standard by which to guarantee which one should be the right principle, the only real solution is to say that each one must go to their own part of the world and then be free to practice their values as they want to. Separate but equal. It's a program for segregation. It's a program for rejecting the challenge of living together. It's a program for solipsism, withdrawal, retreat. And I think we're just seeing this. It's a kind of characteristic of right-wing movements that we're seeing at the moment. Okay, so finally, I think I've given quite a few ways then which you can boil down ideas from decoloniality that are getting uptake in the society at large, whether it be in law and politics. I think also this identity policing, this encouragement to look at a person and evaluate what they're saying on the basis of the color of their skin, their race, their background, their ethnic identity or cultural identity. And then when you disagree with them, accuse them of being a sellout, brainwashed in the service of the West, or being some kind of colonial quisling. I think all of that can be quite dangerous as well. And it can quickly lead to a kind of scenario where you are telling people to conform to a certain kind of knowledge system proper to their cultural background, which sounds to me, just basically, it sounds to me like racism with more steps. Those are some problems that I see with decoloniality going global, or at least some of its ideas that it's licensed in the academy starting to be picked up in society at large.